Hello, people. Welcome to Wilco Whites. I'm Sean. Okay, my take on the Daniel Farke situation, and as the thumbnail says, back him or sack him. I don't want none of this. Give him 10 games. We either go all in or we get somebody else in. It's harsh. I don't believe he should. I believe he deserves a chance. This season, it's been fantastic. He's done so well. The team's doing so well. Yes, players are going to go as well. They're going to sell some players. And we're going to bring and we need to bring new players in for the Premier League. Daniel Farke's not had that in the Premier League. His times at Norwich, okay, I've spoke about the points he got, but he wasn't backed financially. He got about 9 million to spend that first season, something daft like that, and it's no good. There's no way. But that were Norwich City. This is Leeds United. We've got an ownership who have the capital. We have the money to spend, 100 million plus. And Farke will get that. He'll get that. But the recruitment's got to be right. We can't go down the same route as we did last time. Look, we bought some good players in like Rafinha. You know, them players come round once in a blue moon. But we will manage to find somebody like that. But it's your Rasmus Christiansens and your Robin Cox. I don't want players like that who can't do it in the Premier League. So the recruitment's massive. If we can get the recruitment right, then I think Daniel Farke will be fine next season. But conversations have got to be asked. There's going to be a meeting, an end of season review. It's going to be positive. But there's also a few negatives in there. The Melier situation. Not playing Ramazani. Look, it's all worked out well. But there were times where we doubted it. The ownership weren't happy. There were doubts. Luckily, Sheffield United dropped off. And we kicked on. So these questions around Daniel Farke, the fact he hasn't been linked to any big clubs before. Okay, he's had spells at Mönchengladbach. Did all right. But Farke was here and is here to get us into the Premier League, and he's done that. His next job now is to establish ourselves, along with the 49ers, establish ourselves as a Premier League team. That's the next step. The style of football, okay, possibly needs to tweak his system slightly for the Premier League. I do like it. Chances we create, we ain't going to create that many chances in that Premier League. I can't see it. But I think, look at his clean sheets this season. Adding new players to that squad who can do the job but do it better is going to really help. Daniel Farke does, though, need to be able to adjust his tactics slightly, which again he didn't do it this season. Can't go through the same things of the same subs on the 70th minute. Got to be smarter than that. And I believe Daniel Farke will want that chance to prove that he is a top manager in the Premier League. Like I said, there's going to be a meetings between the 49ers and Daniel Farke and his staff. And everything's got to align. Everyone's got to be thinking in the same direction. And if that doesn't happen, then changes will need to be made. And there's reports coming out about Jose Mourinho. I like Jose Mourinho, but again, is he a has-been? Are his tactics dated? Do we need a younger, upcoming manager who can change things in games, mix it up, depending on the opponents we play against? Is Daniel Farke that man? I'm not sure he is. But he deserves his chance, I think. But we either got to back him and we go 100% all the way, or you get rid. We can't be affording 10 games in for it all to be going to to pot and then having to start again. It's only a 38-game season next season. Every point's crucial. And that'll be playing on the 49ers' mind. They'll know that. You know, we've seen it, and we've know with Daniel Farke teams, it sometimes takes 5 or 6 games to get into the groove. Again, we can't afford to be doing that. It's got to be from the off. So these are all the questions that's being asked. It's bad timing for it to come out now when we've still got a chance to win the league. It will be harsh to sack him. I don't think it'll happen. But these conversations have to be asked. And that's where I sit on it. I want what all you want. I want Leeds to be the best we can be. I'm not a Daniel Farke fan. I'm a Leeds United fan. I like the ownership group, and I believe they'll get it right in whatever decision they make. I really do. We're not going to see, a Radradani, a Victor Orta situation. They'll learn from that, which is positive. Daniel Farke will have learned from his time with Norwich in Premier League, which is positive. It's exciting, and I can't wait for next season. But whatever decision's made, I'm going to back 100%. And you've got to, and we've got to back them. It's exciting to see the players that we're going to get in. Players are going to leave. There can't be any sentiment. There's no sentiment in with the players leaving. You're going to get, Gilavoga's going to go, Joffe. You could see, could see the likes of maybe Brendan Aronson leaving. I don't know. There's players that may be going. Firpo, another one. Do we keep Sam Byram? Possibly not. Possibly not. Patrick Bamford, another one. He's got to go. We need a new, we need new number 9 in. All these players we get in now need to elevate us. That's going to help Daniel Farke next season, or whoever comes in. But it's got to be aligned. It's got to be players that the 49ers want and who Daniel Farke wants. It can't just be we're getting players in for Daniel Farke. Because if it does go wrong, we're in the same situation. Another manager's going to come in, different system, and we haven't got the players for it. We touch on the Mourinho again. Does this system suit the players we've got? Probably not. But he's a born winner. But I can see Daniel Farke, he's got the best out of some players this season in Dan James. Okay, he hasn't used Ramazani as much as he can. Willie Nunto being hit and miss this season. But I believe Ramazani's, Nunto, I think the Premier League will suit them better. So we have still got the good players. Tanaka, can he do it? I'm positive he can do bits in the Premier League. Questions about Amper doing the Premier League? Give up. Is a good midfielder. We are going to need better midfielders. Joe Rodon, he's going to have a point to prove next season in the Premier League. Can Pascal Stroik stick it in the Premier League? I don't know. We're going to need better. We're going to need new defenders. We're going to need new left back, a better left back, new goalkeeper. It's exciting. I'm buzzing, and I can't wait to see who comes through the door, because it is going to elevate us to the next level. We need to be an established Premier League team in the next 2 or 3 seasons. Next season is going to be tough. We're going to have losses, poor performances. Maybe we'll surprise a few people, like we did when Bielsa came up and we finished 9th. That'd be great. But then we'd need to kick on again. So it's you've got to understand there's going to be contingency plans in place. Yes, the club are going to be looking at other managers. Every team and every club does it. Daniel Farke understands that. He's not stupid. So get rid of the sentimental stuff. It's all about Leeds. It's not about Daniel Farke. It's not about the players. It's about Leeds United. It's about us as fans, what we want as well. You know, we pay us money to go to games. This new stadium build's so exciting for me as well. 56,000 at Ellen Road. Players want that. Farke will want that. They're going to do the best they can to give us that. Will it be good enough? Who knows? We'll see. But again, 49ers, either back him or you sack him. We haven't got enough time to be messing around next season and giving people chances. If they're not 100%, they've got doubts, he's got to go. He's got to go. It'd be harsh, but he'd have to go. But I don't think he will. Again, I'll reiterate that. I don't think he will. I think they'll give him a chance. Looking at the players I've looked at, like I said, El Vade, the midfielder from Mönchengladbach, they're Farke players. Could we get Buendia in? He wanted Buendia. If Sheffield United do try and go for a Gusema? I'm not so sure about that now. I think there's better players maybe out there. But it's a possibility. Linked with Tommy Abraham. Why not? If he's willing to, press the button on him. There's going to be players coming who I haven't even heard of. You know, could Max Aarons maybe be linked again? I don't know. But again, these are all Farke players. Back him or sack him. I hope they back him. He deserves it. But again, it'd be exciting to see who else we would get in. It's a ruthless business, and the 49ers are going to have to be ruthless at some point. But we can't leave it too long. We can't leave it till Christmas if it's going wrong. But again, then you need, like I said, we need players in who can fit a different system. And maybe Farke's got to understand that as well. You know, they're going to be grown men sitting around the table having a chat, and the realism's going to hit. But again, it's been fantastic this season, and praise to both the manager and the players. I've loved every minute, and long may it continue. Long may it continue. I saw a comment, well, we keep Farke. If we get relegated, they'll bring us back up. No, what are we talking about? That's not what we want, and it's not what the 49ers want. We're not going into the Premier League to come back down. We're not. We're going in the Premier League now, and we're doing us best, and they'll do us their best, to keep us there. I don't want to flip-flop. We've done it. I don't want that. I don't want to be a yo-yo club. I want an established Premier League side who can attract players, good players, good managers, if need be. So that's where I sit on it. I'll speak to you all soon. Ciao.